welcome to a special edition of the ALCHEMDEIA games. Let me tell you something. This ALCHEMDEIA games might be the dumbest of them all. So, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. This is all about food. So basically, I have nothing to say except it's food. And I'll just say, oh, I like this. I don't like this. That's majorly what's gonna be told. Don't forget to subscribe, and there's going to be a link to in the description for like the songs I make in my other channel and my Instagram and my Threads account, which I am on a lot. So if you want to talk to me on Threads, I am very interested in your questions because that's usually what I answer on Threads. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Okay, like I said, I'm probably just gonna say everything that I like and dislike, and that's basically all the districts are gonna be. Like, District 1, tacos, burritos. My favorite food is tacos. I love burritos too. Egg rolls. I'm a big fan of egg rolls. There are specific kinds in Chinese restaurants that I eat that are not as good, but like home cooked ones, usually pretty good. Lasagna, always good in my eyes. District 2, fried potatoes. Very specific, but it is said to be one of somebody else's favorite foods, so I ain't gonna complain. But fried potatoes are still pretty good. Pizza, most Americans' favorite food. Mac and cheese. I'm not a big fan, but it depends on how like milky the mac and cheese is, because I'm very much on the more milky side of mac and cheese. Goulash, which I feel like in my brain doesn't scramble to what is created when goulash is made. I don't know what I expect. I think I expect like a condiment when I think of goulash. District 3, s'mores. Usually can't have them because they're usually honey made and can't have honey. Coleslaw. Big fan of coleslaw. Big fan of coleslaw. Love it. And honestly, homemade coleslaw is some of the most like creative like ways to eat your vegetables ever, and I love it. A bagel by itself, but like if added with other things or with different flavors, bagels are really good. And gumbo, which I don't know if I've had. I think I've had, but it's weird because we call different soups different things. So gumbo just feels like a whole general idea of like just soup. District 4, pie. I'll be honest, not a big pie person. I really don't like pie unless it's like shepherd's pie or pot pie. I'm very into the like meat pies, but when it comes to like fruit pies, I don't know why. It's not even the fact that of the factor of the crust. I just don't like it. Eggs, on the other hand, I love everything about eggs except for just hard boiled, and that's it. Clam chowder, very classic, very, very good. Not always the best, but honestly, I feel like you just need a right time to eat clam chowder. Cornbread, I feel like you can have in any occasion, but most likely with us, we usually eat it with chili. District 5, cheesecake. Big fan of cheesecake, even though I'm not a big fan of pie, which is weird to some people, but cheesecake is just really good. Sushi. I used to not like as a child, but I've kind of grown into it to realize there are more flavors of sushi, and I realize how filling sushi is. Country fried steak. A bunch of restaurants had this. I've had this as a child, and I've always loved it as a breakfast item. And yeah, and then tuna, just classic tuna. Like I feel like I've always had this as a kid. When I'm an adult, when I'm just there, and now that I'm 21, I could actually say I'm an adult. uh, District 6, chili. Like I said, goes well with cornbread, and just it's chili. Like I have had a chili cook-off in the church I went to, And let me tell you, it was one of the best things ever created. Like, I wish I'm, like, when I grow up, that we have, like, a potato soup cook-off. Because I feel like there's so many ways you can cook potato soup, like, homemade. Even though there's this whole packet that makes its flavoring so good, I think you could also, like, make your own into that flavoring, you know? Be creative with it. Be creative when you're cooking. Salad. I'm very much a salad person. I love salad, and I'm a healthy boy. Turkey. Not that much into turkey, but there is a turkey place I know of that we sometimes go for, like, vacations or just in general. That's really good. And again, I'm not a big turkey person, so to say it's really good means something. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Classic. Not really that much into bread, but peanut butter and jelly in general. Like, I'm a big fan of peanut butter, and then jelly goes into it. It's just, like, savory. District 7 BLT. Different story than peanut butter and jelly because the bread is toast, and just everything about BLT screams, like, good to me. Plus, I love tomatoes. I know many people don't like tomatoes, but some people don't like bacon either. Sorry to blow your mind there. Nachos. There's two types of nachos. Ones that go all out, and then the ones you just throw chips and cheese in the microwave. And that's their nachos. And you know what? As a lot of times I've done that because we have some really good chips at home that just go well into nachos. Spaghetti. Most of the time, it just depends on which noodle I like with spaghetti. I usually like angel hair spaghetti. That's just me. I'm a very big angel hair person, but to each their own. But every other one's kind of make me feel ugh, you know. Ranch, which some would say this isn't a food, and I would say you are correct. But imagine ranch beating salad in a death battle. District 8, meatloaf. Because meatloaf is meatloaf. I love meatloaf. I've had, like, I don't know if it was vegetarian, but it was, they said it was like vegetarian, where I think it was just vegetable meatloaf. And let me tell you, it was so good. Like, it was amazing. Cookies, always good, except for, like, regular sugar cookies. Those actually, like, I might be a diabetic, and it's probably not the best for me. Sugar cookies kind of don't have any taste to me. Donuts, I don't think you can really, yeah, you can't go wrong. Well, I'm trying to think of the times that donuts have really put me wrong. Like, I was going to say, like, oh, too much chocolate, but honestly, I feel like that's just something for cake and not for donuts, because chocolate donuts tend to be very good. Yeah, I don't think a donut has ever stirred me wrong. Grilled cheese. I'm a big I'm a big fan, even though it's a very simple meal. There are restaurants that, like, pay like $25 for grilled cheese. Can you believe that? District 9, ribs. Very big on ribs. That's all I have to say about ribs. Fries. Really depends which fries I get. Homemade fries, I'm not that big of a fan. But there are different types of fries in the world. I do love myself some McDonald's fries. Taco Bell new fries, pretty good. And Burger King's fries are amazing. Hot dogs, not many people love them, but I like them. I like them during the summertime, and yeah. Hamburgers, I'm more of a hamburger person than a hot dog person myself. I love a good juicy burger. District 10, cinnamon roll. Love myself a good cinnamon roll, especially during Christmas time when we first wake up. Because cinnamon rolls are just that good at that specific time. Chicken noodle soup. I hope this one wins so it can tell people that they have beat the sickness. Or whatever. Soda! Soda! We got some soda over here. This one just evaluates all types of soda. Pears. I'm a big fan of pears. Actually, a little bit more fan of pears than I am of apples, but it really depends on which apples, because apples have a lot of varieties, and I don't know. I could have one that tastes better than pears, but I just love pears. Pears are great. Baked beans. Oh wait, yeah, District 11. Baked beans, which are amazing. My grandpa makes killer baked beans. I love them so much. I could eat them all the time when he brings them over. Pickles, one of my least favorite foods of all time. And you know what? In the comments below, tell me your least favorite food on this food Hunger Games. Just for curiosity's sake, because it's like, some people just say what's their favorite food, and it's like, well, some people have a very distinct taste of what they don't like. Mushrooms, which most of my family is allergic to, and I'm not a big fan of, because I'm just not a big fan of mushrooms. Pulled pork sandwich, very classic, very general. I feel like you could have that anytime and feel good. You could even have a pulled pork sandwich for breakfast, and it would feel normal. And then here comes some foods that I personally love, like my favorite fruits, very yellow fruits, lemons, sour but good, pineapple, sweet but good, bananas. I love bananas. And here is one I have eaten since I was born, and I have never gotten tired of the taste. Oatmeal cream pies. I have never had an oatmeal cream pie and was like, I'm getting sick of this. I've always just like, because I always liked oatmeal cookies, and just oatmeal cream pies has that nostalgic flavor of every time I eat it, I'm like, oh, I'm doing this to up my blood sugar, and this is important for me. And also, this tastes pretty good. Anyway, those are the 12 districts. As the food stands on the podium, the horn sounds. Gumbo and fried potatoes fight for a bag. Fried potato strangles Gumbo with straps and runs, even though it's a liquid form. How would it strangle? Whatever. Chili runs away from the cornucopia. Baked beans runs away from the cornucopia. Eggs finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Let's go, eggs. Oh, by the way, my pick is tacos. Obviously, I'm a taco person. Who do I think would win? Who would get the most kills? I'm gonna say BLT, because it's a boss sandwich to eat. BLT snatches a pair of thighs, like the boss sandwich it is. Cornbread runs away from the cornucopia. Coleslaw rips a mace out of Burrito's hands. Country Fried Steak finds a backpack full of camping equipment, because it's just that old country steak that's living out in the wild. S'mores runs in the cornucopia and hides. Pears run into the cornucopia. Banana runs away from the cornucopia. Pineapple runs away from the cornucopia. Pickles runs away from the cornucopia. Pizza scares oatmeal cream pie away from the cornucopia, because it is a savory food and it's scaring away a dessert. Ribs runs away from the cornucopia. Mushrooms grabs a sword. Lasagna runs away from the cornucopia. Pie finds a bag full of explosive. It's gonna be an explosive pie. Tacos runs away from the cornucopia. Cheesecake runs away from the cornucopia. Goulash runs away from the cornucopia. Clam chowder snatches a pair of thighs. It needed some sharp flavoring. Meatloaf runs away from the cornucopia. Egg roll scares fries away from the cornucopia, because it is not in the same state of things. So it's like, you have more flavor than me. I just have salt and potatoes. You have so much more. It's jealous. That's why I ran away. Hot dog finds a canteen full of water just to have with your hot dog. You know, you drink some water, eat a hot dog, boom. Cinnamon roll bashes Donut's head against a rock several times. Chicken noodle soup runs away from the cornucopia. Tuna grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. I just imagine just a like a tuna fish. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich finds Bagel hiding in the cornucopia, but Bagel kills her. The bagel kills a peanut butter jelly sandwich. But you can make a peanut butter jelly bagel with what you could have with a bagel. So, peanut butter jelly sandwich is dead. Spaghetti grabs the backpack and retreats. Hold on. Spaghetti grabs the backpack and retreats. Cookies receive a trident from inside the corner. Lemons and pulled pork sandwich fight for a bag. Lemons give up and retreats because it's sour and sweet and then it's gone. Soda runs away from the cornucopia. Ranch runs away from the cornucopia. Grilled cheese runs away from the cornucopia. Salad snatches a pair of Sally's. Mac and cheese runs away from the cornucopia. Turkey runs away from the cornucopia. Hamburger takes a spear from inside the cornucopia because it's going to go strong into this battle. Nachos snatches a pair of size. A lot of size grabbing from the food. Sushi runs away from the cornucopia. Shall we proceed? I think we shall. Day 1. Now I am gonna say every food that dies. Hot dog begs for mac and cheese to kill her. He reluctantly obliges, killing hot dog. Mac and cheese has officially killed hot dog by devouring it into its mac and cheesiness. Banana convinces clam chowder to not kill her, only to kill her instead. So I believe that means clam chowder is dead or banana is dead. I think clam chowder is dead. Hopefully, because I love banana. I like clam chowder, but there are times I've had like very stale clam chowder. Pineapple sets an explosive off, killing Sushi. Bro, you remember that game Fruit Ninja? Yeah. Canon. Fried potatoes poisons cheesecake's drink, but mistakes it for her own and dies. Fried potatoes puts themselves into a drink, basically. And it was gross, so the person that's controlling this whole thing. It's like, here's how I'm imagining this whole scenario. Like, a person is just controlling a bunch of food and making them, like, mash together. Somebody put fried potatoes in a blender and just let it rip, you know? 7. Food on the... 7 of the food in this dish are on the plate. Gumbo, donuts, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, hot dog, clam chowder, sushi, fried potatoes. I would say, can I get a prayer, but it's food. I should be yelling, can I get a fork? Shall we proceed? I think we shall. Pie sets spaghetti on fire with a Molotov. Pie is going full on ravaging mode with what it's doing. Tacos attacks hamburger, but ranch protects her, killing tacos. What is happening? Also, that was mine. Bro. No, the tacos are dead. But also, ranch... Somebody put ranch on their hamburger just to protect themselves from the tacos. That's the sentence I just muttered. Grilled cheese bleeds out due to untreated injuries. That actually makes sense because some grilled cheese like melts oozing on the side with grilled cheese. Get ready to be hungry while I say everything that happens in this Alchemedia games. Egg roll poisons lasagna's drink, but mistakes it for her own and dies. Again, somebody put the egg roll in a blender. Lemons, pears, and cinnamon roll get into a fight. Cinnamon roll triumphantly kills them both. Honestly, kind of makes sense because it's like the main meal. Well, you can add pears and lemons to cinnamon rolls. Lemons and pears are kind of the side items, so cinnamon roll will kill it off compared to that. But also, I'm also eating these dead... 6 of these foods are on my plate. Can I get a fork? For spaghetti! Tacos. I will be eating those tacos like they're my own. Grilled cheese. Egg rolls. Lemons. Pears. Shall I proceed? I think we shall. Nachos, soda, and chili get into a fight. Soda triumphantly kills them both. It's like a chemistry project. They're putting nachos, soda, and chili all into one bowl, but soda triumphantly like bubbles into it and gets the most taste out of everything, which is gross. But cornbread, pickles, and oatmeal cream pie gets into a fight. Oatmeal cream pie triumphantly kills them both because of its natural taste. I mean, cornbread and, well, I ain't a pickle fan, so I'm glad oatmeal cream pie won in this fight. But cornbread is also, like, very similar to oatmeal cream pies, but oatmeal cream pies has the upper hand when it comes to, like, the marshmallow filling in the middle. Tuna, mushrooms, and pulled pork sandwich. Track down and kill eggs, because that is what's mostly used in most of the foods here today. 5 of these foods can be seen on my plate. Can I get a fork? For nachos, chili, cornbread, pickles, and eggs. Funny how chili and cornbread are both on the same death day on my plate. Also, chili's not going to be on my plate. It's going to be in a bowl because that's how chili's going to go. Anyway, shall we proceed? I think we shall. Salad forces oatmeal cream pie to kill pizza or tuna. She refuses to kill, so salad kills an oatmeal cream pie by covering it in lettuce. Oatmeal cream pie is dead. Banana's trap kills turkey. And I like to think, first of all, the banana is like a Mario Kart item, the Mario Kart item of a banana. And I like to think Turkey is the entire nation of Turkey. So it's just like turkey slipped on a banana. Pie dies from an infection. Let's go! I ain't a pie fan anyway. Chicken noodle soup bleeds out due to untreated injuries. The bowl was cracked, and it was leaking out. Pulled pork sandwich dies trying to escape the arena because it didn't feel like it belonged over all these other foods, even though it did. 5 of these foods can be seen on my plate. Can I get a fork? For oatmeal cream pie, turkey, pie, chicken noodle soup, and pulled pork sandwich. It's funny how oatmeal cream pies and pie died on the same day. Shall we proceed? I think we shall. Pizza stabs fries with a tree branch, because pizza can overpower anything as long as you believe. Meatloaf cannot handle the circumstances and becomes vegetarian. It basically doesn't exist anymore because meatloaf is meat. Anyway, bagel, mac and cheese, and pineapple get into a fight. Mac and cheese triumphantly kills them both. I love Pineapple Man. I'm so sad. I love Pineapple Man. Pineapple Man is the best. Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese gotta take over pineapple and bagel. Cheesecake and banana. Don't wanna are just laying there, and the main competitor just eats them both because he was hungry. Ribs and lasagna also get eaten because the main competitor was more hungry than before. They get hungrier each day. BLT dies from thirst. It got overheated. The bacon got too overheated. It got burnt. In fact, the lettuce got burned at that point, and the tomato. It's just burnt BLT. It's a BBLT. 9 of these foods can be seen on my plate. Can I get a fork? For fries, meatloaf, bagel, pineapple, cheesecake, banana, ribs, lasagna, and a BLT. Shall we proceed? I think we shall. Tuna stabs soda while his back is turned. Well, he's a liquid. I mean, I guess all the liquid from the soda spilled out. Salad sets an explosive off, a very healthy explosive, killing burritos, cinnamon roll, and goulash.
Salad is going ham. Pizza kills mac and cheese with a sickle. Pizza was hungry and wanted... They took mac and cheese and put them on the pizza. Tuna, ranch, and country fried steak unsuccessfully ambush. S'mores, salad, and cookies, who kill them instead. Salad is still going strong. S'mores and cookies really pulling together to kill ranch and tuna. Tuna salad with a country fried steak on the bottom. Mushrooms kill baked beans for their supplies. I really don't want to see mushrooms win. The mushrooms are taking over. That's all I'm going to say about that sentence. Hamburger is unable to convince cookies to not kill her. Hamburger is down by the cookies. By the way, these are the top 7. Coleslaw, hamburger, cookies, salad, s'mores, pizza, and mushrooms. Who's going to win this weird Hunger Games? Let's proceed and find out. Well, first, S'mores throws a knife into Pizza's head. So far, we only have coleslaw, cookies, salad, s'mores, and mushrooms. This could either go really healthy or really not. Let's proceed. 11 of these foods can be seen on my plate. Can I get a fork? For soda. Soda! Burritos. Cinnamon roll. Goulash. Mac and cheese. Tuna. Ranch. Country fried steak. Baked beans. Hamburger. And pizza. Shall we proceed and see who will we eat today? Let's proceed. Mushrooms kill cookies with a sickle. I hope mushrooms don't win. So far, we're either going really healthy with salad, coleslaw, and mushrooms. Ugh. Or s'mores. One of these things I can't have. One of these things my family can't have. And 2 of these things are extremely healthy. Let's see who will win. S'mores falls into a pit and dies. It's all to the healthy options now. It's all to the healthy options. Who is going to win? Who is going to get eaten? Let's proceed. 2 of these foods can be seen on my plate. Can I get a fork? For cookies and s'mores. Shall we proceed? I think we shall. Salad sets coleslaw on fire with a Molotov, which is weird because it's very liquidy and cold, so how would that even happen? And then mushrooms dies from hypothermia. Mushrooms can get cold, so that makes sense. The winner. I really shouldn't be surprised because this is like the healthiest option, and I guess this just shows one of the healthiest foods can save you even from the Hunger Games. In the Hunger Games. 2 of these foods can be seen on my plate. Can I get a fork? For coleslaw. I guess mushrooms. The winner of this the weirdest Alchemedia games of all time is salad. Again, am I surprised? Not really, because it's like one of the most healthiest options for you. I mean, there's so many different types of food, and it's like, well, I'm glad salad won because it makes sense that like the healthiest option would get ahead in the Alchemedia games where all these different foods go in. And salad has the most kills with 8 kills. Which is insane. The salad really was going ham. and bacon bits, blowing everyone into bacon bits. It was going ham and blowing everybody into bacon bits. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit a like, please subscribe, and please follow and share with your friends for this weird Alchemedia games. I'm so glad to do these, even the weirdest ones. This isn't going to be the last weird one on the list of Alchemedia games I have. But, yeah, these are fun. So, this one was one of the weirdest ones I could do. And I know I said that, so I'm probably going to cut a lot of that part out. But thank you guys so much for watching. And, yeah. Eat your salad.